This video and others like it are funded by viewers like you. Thanks for your support. In this video, I have an update on the Canadian on the run for femicide, as well as a Canadian who was scoped by an underage date. Let's jump into it. Follow along.
You're watching DC-born Rob, Racing Borders. And now, the news.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC-born Rob, Racing Borders. I'm DC Rob. Let's jump into this first story, which is an update on the Canadian on the run. Details of Laura Isabel's relationship with the foreigner suspected of deleting her are now known. The family said that the young woman left a 3-year-old girl orphan and gave details about the relationship she had with the alleged perpetrator of the crime. New details are known about the relationship that Laura Isabel Lopera Osorio had with Jesse Gilbert Wiseman, a foreigner who today is the main suspect of having deleted her and left her remains in a suitcase inside the home in the Sucre neighborhood of Medellín, and revealed in an audio that the man had sent to the victim, which would prove that he treated her badly. While the authorities try to find his whereabouts after it is known that he fled the country, the family reveals information about what they know about the relationship between the 20-year-old girl and this man who is her alleged femicide. Juan Manuel, Laura Isabel's brother, said that they had been in a relationship between 3 and 5 months and that they had met through social networks. The young man lived with her mother and another brother of hers, and she also left a 3-year-old girl orphan. The man used to live in a rented house. Juan Manuel says that the last one he rented was exactly the same one where they found the remains of his sister, which would have had 7 rooms. The relationship between the foreigner, who could be around 50 years old, and Laura Isabel passed without him interfering much in the family. He never went to the young woman's house, but Juan Manuel says that his mother met him in a restaurant during an invitation she made to them for dinner. They had a normal concept of him. He seemed calm, serene, and reserved, says Juan Manuel, who today believes that everything was actually a disguise and that perhaps his sister did not tell them what she was really experiencing with the relationship. We did not know if she was threatened by him, but she kept going to him. Sometimes she would tell my mother that she didn't want to go and she would stay home. But he never said that he treated her badly or anything, said her brother. But a friend of the young woman told her that she had mentioned that the foreigner had committed extreme acts, such as tying her up. Juan Manuel also remembers that Jesse Gilbert Wiseman also asked Laura Isabel for vehicles on a platform so that they could pick her up and send her back to his house. The last time he said she was going there, she didn't come back. Fernando Osorio, Laura Isabel's grandfather, said that she left for that man on Saturday night, February 3rd, in a taxi. He said the day before, he lent his cell phone to his granddaughter and that she had a long conversation with the foreigner. After the disappearance, they looked for the taxi driver who transported Laura Isabel to the foreigner's house, and he gave them the address. When they arrived and knocked at the door, the person who would be the owner of the house came out and allowed them entry after they showed her the disappearance report that they had filed with the prosecutor's office. There in that place, with 7 rooms, they found the victim. Likewise, an audio recording was made known that the foreigner had sent to Laura Isabel, in which he can be heard treating her in a bad way and using profane words. "I'm effing angry with you now. You don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. Come on and we'll solve everything. Don't talk to me on WhatsApp," are some of the phrases heard in the message. The following audio from El Colombiano is from the suspect of the femicide victim. I'll play the audio here.
Puta madre, dije, si tú vienes, yo voy a tener a tu abuelo por Western. Te dije, viene y hablaremos y yo voy a resolver los problemas. Y soy puta enojado ahora contigo. No me escuchas, no me Debes escucharme. Venga. Y vamos a resolver todos. No me hablas por puta WhatsApp y queja y dije, debes entender, bla, 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 bla. Párate.
At this moment, they are still in process with the authorities and waiting for the young woman's body to be handed over to them. with a call to all authorities, including international ones, to not stop working until the alleged perpetrator of the crime is captured, so that it can be proven before justice whether or not he had deleted Laura Isabel. Sick. This story is sick. Please be on the lookout for this guy. I'm showing pictures throughout here. They have covered his eyes, but his name is out there. Anyone who knows him or knows anything about this case, please call 123 in Medellín, Colombia. Please alert the authorities. Anyone who has any information at all, please pass it on. For this story, this video is just going to be one story, but I have two different versions of it. Shout out to Ron for the share. Let's jump into it. The facts reveal the complex panorama that the city authorities have regarding tourism, since they must protect in a double way to avoid crimes that affect visitors, locals, and children and adolescents. In the midst of the panorama of risk and insecurity for tourists who visit Medellín and the exploitation of girls, boys, and adolescents that often occurs in the midst of tourism, the Metropolitan Police apprehend a minor who was in a hotel with a tourist to whom she allegedly gave some substance to steal his belongings. According to Colonel Richard Fajardo, Deputy Commander of the Iber Valley Metropolitan Police, the minor was apprehended around 3:50 a.m. in the morning in the hotel in the city, where a stolen cell phone and a false ID were found in her possession, with which she could pass herself off as an adult. It was the establishment security personnel who notified the authorities who, when they arrived, found the young woman with those items, as well as tourists with signs of helplessness and disorientation, for which she is taking care of the center, for which he was taking. It was the establishment security personnel who notified the authorities who, when they arrived, found the young woman with those items, as well as a tourist with signs of helplessness and disorientation, for which he had to be taken in for care. The minor was placed at the disposal of the competent authorities, but this case reveals the complex situation that exists in the city in the midst of a tourism boom, as alerts from social leaders and organizations regarding girls, boys, and adolescents have increased, who fall into networks or people who exploit them. But alarms have also been raised about crimes that affect tourists, among which are cases of burglary, theft, and even deletions, which is why the United States Embassy recently asked its citizens to be careful when dating by using applications when they come to Medellín. In just 1 week, 5 tourists have passed for different reasons, some still under investigation in the capital of Antioquia. The latest case is that of a Dutch man who was found in a hotel room without vital signs. The authorities are investigating what the cause of loss was, because witnesses stated that for hours before they saw him in the company of unknown women. For these reasons, Colonel Fajardo said that police maintain controls and preventative actions in commercial establishments and with the hotel sector, so that they are aware of not allowing minors to enter, as well as informing tourists about the risks that may arise in certain places. Any case of this type can be reported to the 123 emergency line, the colonel recalled. For his part, Mayor Federico Gutierrez has said that measures will be reinforced to guarantee security in areas with high influx of tourism, such as sectors of El Poblado, not only visitors, but also for locals. This includes the protection of tourists, but with the condition that they will not be allowed to come and commit crimes such as exploitation. Okay, here's another version of it. I cut it short. This will take 1 minute, but sometimes, and you know, some stories give more evidence or more information than others, so I wanted to jump into this. The 17-year-old woman allegedly robbed a Canadian tourist in a hotel room in Medellín. The minor was caught stealing a cell phone and computer from abroad. The Medellín tourism police arrested a 17-year-old minor who allegedly robbed a Canadian tourist when apparently she was in a hotel in the El Poblado neighborhood. The young girl was surprised when she left the residence with a cell phone and other items from abroad. The deputy commander of the Metropolitan Police, Colonel Richard Fajardo, assured that the woman had a false citizenship card. The minor would be prosecuted by a juvenile judge for the crimes of qualified theft, receiving, and falsifying person. The tourism police carry out campaigns in the hotels in El Poblado neighborhood in order to prevent abuse with minors. So there you go. First of all, again, shout out to Ron for the pass, and props to the cops for doing their jobs, and props to the staff of that hotel for getting the cops involved. So there are some good people. Remember, there's some good people that are looking out for us tourists. There are many people who look out for us. Matter of fact, probably most of the cases that get solved is probably with the help of locals. So anyway, you're up to date with the latest news out of Medellín, Colombia. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to travel, but travel safe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.
Okay, hold on, guys. Right quick. If you need to have things shipped to Colombia, shipped to someone else, or shipped to yourself to Colombia from the United States, make sure you reach out to CaribbeanShipper.com. CaribbeanShipper.com. The contact information is coming next. Join me on social media. I am DC Born Rob Official on Instagram. I am DC Born Rob Official 1 on TikTok. I am DC Born Rob O on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media. Headed to Medellín, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below. Okay, guys, another day, another trip. I'm getting ready to hit the road, and guess what? One product I'm taking with me. That's right. It's the Epica Travel Adapter. It's going with me wherever I go. You need to do the same.
Thanks for hitting like. You did the right thing by hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. Thanks for hitting like. DC Born Rob.
If you're in Medellín and you need dental work done, from a basic cleaning to major reconstructive surgery, come see my guy, Dr. Carlos Mori. Contact information in the description below.